folks? Guys, it is a rainy Tuesday, but we got work to do. Let's get to it, guys. I am on the way to an existing maintenance customer. Guys, I believe last year we came out. By the way, this customer has a boiler for the heat, and he has an AC only air handler for the AC. I think last year we had to replace a condenser fan motor. So that was the last AC repair, to my knowledge, that was done, and everything was working fine ever since. Guys, I do know that that condenser part of that unit is very, very old, and I believe the customer's wife, I spoke with her last summer, and I told her, was it worth putting in a motor? Yeah, it was 95 degrees that day, but also I told her that definitely moving forward, that unit is already at the top of the hill. Now we expect, down the line, if repairs start to pile up, I don't think it'll be worth it to keep that unit. But guys, right now, we're just out here for the maintenance. Let's go take a look, and let's hopefully try to get this unit by another year. I'll see y'all when I get inside. Guys, I'm upstairs. The filter, which is an AC only filter, that filter only gets used in the summer, of course. That filter is still clean. And this is our high velocity air handler. If you guys don't know, before you had mini splits, if a home didn't have conventional ductwork, a high velocity system would be a valuable option. Reason being, you don't have to open up walls or open up as many walls and floors to run ducts, because most of the ducts are only 3 inches. And you see there's only one trunk line, and everything's spirted off. I think it's about 8 to 10 runs. But for customers that don't like mini split units, you can still get these high velocity air handlers, but most of the time it's more feasible to just slap on a mini split unit. But these are still out here nonetheless. But guys, what I'm gonna do, you see that P-trap? I'm gonna flush this drain from outside, because the clean out is, for some reason, they got the clean out after the P-trap. But we do have a float switch up here, which is great. And I tested that float switch the last time I was out here. Everything is good there. But this drain line goes right outside near the condenser. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my TD, and I'm gonna go outside, and we're gonna get this party on the road. Making sure everything is connected, and the customer didn't report any issues. Everything's still good. I think this is R22 set up here. I don't think they have 410A. But alright guys, let me check my TD, and we're gonna head outside. I'll be right back. Alright guys, let's head towards our condenser. And guys, it's getting ready to rain. I think it's about 67 outside right now. It rained for the better part of yesterday, but I think today we're going to get more rain later on this afternoon. But guys, this was the motor I put in last summer. And what is this? A 4-ton, 48. And that looks like a 3107. So what is this? 2007. Guys, I know this thing is definitely, and I just spoke with the customer. He just took his kids to school. He's coming back. I just spoke with the customer. The guy wasn't here last summer when this thing broke. His wife was. And I just told him what I just told you guys, which was what I told his wife last summer, that I would definitely start saving up within the next 3 years to replace this thing. Because guys, if this compressor craps out, inside we have a good TD too. We have a 20-degree split. But guys, inside everything is okay. But if this compressor craps out, there's no way I would recommend replacing that compressor. This is an old R22 system. And at this point, luckily, like I said, we were able to replace the motor last summer, but everything inside is okay. But for sure, I told the customer before he left that our job is to just try to keep this unit as clean as we possibly can. If we can keep it clean, hopefully we can prolong it. But like I said, if repair starts to pile up, I wouldn't recommend putting any more money into this system. But all right, guys, and this is the drains. What I'm gonna do Also, I'm gonna get my gallo gun. I'm gonna go to the truck and get my gallo gun. I'm gonna back flush the drains. Last summer I flushed the drains, but I like doing that every single year. Just due to the length of the drain line. The fact that it goes from the attic all the way out here, I know there's definitely a higher probability of the drains backing up just due to the length of the drain line. So let me do that. Let me get my gallo gun. I'm gonna get 2 cartridges and I'm gonna flush the drain, and I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Guys, and another thing, to each his own. I like using a gallo gun. These things never fail me. As long as you flush your drains at the right points, then these things never fail. I mean, I know some guys that still use nitrogen in the attic. I mean, if you're cool with lifting that up the stairs, I mean, have at it. As long as what you do works and you can avoid recalls. I mean, like you said, drains are very, very important, guys. You definitely don't want to overlook flushing the drains and have this thing come back on the first 90-degree Friday night we're gonna have this summer. And like I said, guys, it never fails. Not flushing the drains. AC unit definitely produces a lot of water throughout the course of a summer, and it doesn't take much gunk and buildup for these drains to back up. So like I said, guys, we use gallo guns, and sometimes depending on the length of the drain line, we might flush it inside and out. I'm just gonna flush it 2 times out here. And like I said, guys, it's nothing wrong with that. But also, I think I seen another doohickey where it looks almost like a pump, like a hand pump. You put it to a drain. But like I said, guys, no knock on it. As long as what you do works, then like I said, guys, have at it. But just try to work smart out there, and hopefully you don't get hurt, carrying nitrogen tanks up the attic. So, but all right, guys, let's get busy here. Let me take the panel off. Let me flush the drains, and let's get to checking this unit out here. I'll be back. All right, guys. I flushed the drain. And I don't know what that is, but anyway, keeping it moving. We replaced both caps when we did the condenser fan motor, and I believe we also did a contactor, which I forgot about as well. So guys, being that my cap is less than a year old, well, both caps are less than a year old, I don't think there's a point of checking the caps. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my amps on my compressor and my fan motor. And we're gonna make sure that both motors are under what it's rated for. All right, let me see here. And the plate is kind of faded away here. Our running low, our rated compressor is rated for 21.2, and the outdoor fan is a 1.2. And remember, guys, this is a 4-ton unit, so this is a big boy. And keep in mind, guys, I just remembered this is a rescue condenser fan motor, so this thing is still under 1 amp, 0.97, which is good. But I think this one was a 0.5 horsepower condenser fan motor that we put in. But even the rescue motor is still under what the old motor was rated for, so that's good. I'll take that any day. 8.82, compressor is still chugging along. Now, like I said, guys, every scenario is different. Sometimes, guys, no matter what you do, the compressor can crap out. I mean, I know that from personal experience, but like I said, guys, having a customer have someone come out preventatively to have this stuff cleaned and checked, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, because otherwise, guys, we get the question a lot every summer or every spring. Hey, Drew, can you tell me how long this unit is going to last? Can you tell me how long the furnace is going to last? Guys, there's really no way any technician, no matter how experienced he is, can tell you how long something can last unless proper maintenance and proper service is done on the unit, because there's really no other way. Like I said, if we don't check your parts out, if we can't check amps, if we can't look at the condition internally, not externally, but internally of the parts, I mean, there's really no way to tell unless waiting until the customer calls when something breaks. But like I said, guys, at that point, it's already too late. So you heard me say this a million times. This is going to be the 1,000,001 time you're going to hear me say this. Guys, you can't go wrong with being proactive. A lot of customers don't know about it until it's too late. So if you guys do have existing maintenance customers, make sure they are aware of how things are supposed to work, and also what happens when you wait too long to get some parts replaced. Now you got to deal with motors, and you got to deal with the cost, and if you can get compressors, you know, sometimes R22 compressors, the lead time can be almost a month or two away. And can this customer last 2 months without AC? Probably not, you know. So, but there you guys have it. I am going to rock out. I got to get to another stop. My drains are flush. I got a 20-degree split. Everything out here is basically brand new, and most importantly, everything is clean. I am going to rock out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.